Hello friends, this is Bappa, your Excel friend. Welcome to another video tutorial of Microsoft Excel for the beginners. Today we will discuss about some ifs, count ifs, average ifs with multiple ifs. In our previous video we discussed about some if, count if, average if. That means there was only one if condition, but today we will discuss about multiple condition. You can calculate based on as many condition as you want until 255 condition. That means you can consider 255 conditions. So I never saw anybody who is doing more than 2 to 3 conditions. Okay, whatever, but you have the option, you can continue it. Listen, so first of all, what I will recommend you, if you are familiar with sum, count and average function, then I will request you to get knowledge about sum, count and average. I have one video on this particular topic, sum, average and average count, so you can watch that video, and after that you can watch my immediate previous video where I have discussed about some if, count if and average if. And after that, if you watch today's video, it will be easier to you to understand the topic and to use the functions in your future activities. Let's start. I will use some ifs, some ifs. So it is asking, see blue area, it is asking some range. If I select it, it will be, then I will make it absolute by pressing F4. Then it is asking for the criteria range 1. This is my criteria range 1. I will make it absolute by pressing F4, then comma, then I will select the criteria. What is criteria? Finance. I will not make it absolute because I will drag it. Then my criteria number 2. Criteria number 2 is service year. That is, I will make it absolute by pressing F4, then that is within inverted comma greater than or equivalent to 3, inverted comma close, bracket close. See, the result is ready. I will drag it, department wise result is ready. I did not fix the department because once I'm dragging it, it is taking relevantly. Now it is here, it was I1, now here it is N1. Relatively it was required by me, that's why. Now I will do count ifs, count ifs. It is asking criteria range 1, criteria range 1 I have selected, making absolute. Then criteria 1, what is that? This I have selected, comma, then criteria range 2, I will select criteria range 2, I will make it absolute as well by pressing F4, then comma, what is criteria 2, within inverted comma greater than or equivalent to 3, then inverted comma close, bracket close, hit enter, then drag it to all the department. Now Averageif, Averageifs, Averageifs. It is asking average range. Average range is this. I will select it, and by pressing F4 I will make it absolute, then comma, then it is asking criteria range 1. I will select criteria range 1 is this. I will select it, make it absolute by pressing F4. Then criteria 1, I will select this, but I will not make it absolute. Then it is asking criteria range 2. I will select criteria range 2 and will make it absolute by pressing F4. Then within inverted comma criteria 2 greater than or equivalent to 3, bracket close, inverted comma close, bracket close. Then if I hit it, this is the average of finance department's employee who are working 3 years or more than 3 years. So this magic. Now department wise, position wise, designation wise, I will find out the sum, count, how many people and what is the average. Now let's start some ifs, some ifs. It is asking for the sum range. I will select the sum range for this, then by pressing F4 I will make it absolute, then comma, then it is asking for the criteria range 1. I will select it and make it absolute by pressing F4. Then criteria 1, I will select this, but I will not make it absolute because I will drag it. Then criteria runs 2, it is asking, I will select now designation, then F4 to make it absolute, then criteria 2, then I will select this, and here I will make absolute but not column and row both. I will make the only column. Why? You will see it later on. Bracket close, then enter. Oh, nothing. Whether it did any mistake or not, I think no, because there might not be any employee who's junior executive who is working in finance department. Let's check. If I count it, then it will be clear to us whether I did any mistake or not. Then Countifs, Countifs, and it is asking for the criteria number 1. Criteria number 1 is this. I will select this, and then F4, then criteria 1, what this. I will not make it absolute. Then criteria runs 2. Criteria runs 2 is this. Then I will make it absolute by pressing F4. F4. Then comma criteria 2. I will select it and make the column absolute. Bracket close. Enter. Yes, there is none. I was right. Okay, there is in procurement department there is only one person who is getting 21,000. If there were 2%, then we could not say what is the salary he is getting. Okay, in HRM there is one person who is getting 21,000. In IT there is one person who is getting 18,000. Okay, now let's calculate average. As there is no employee here, it will show you some error. Let's see. Average IFS, average IFS. Then it is asking average range. I will select average range. I will make it absolute. F4, comma criteria range 1. I will select criteria range 1. Then make it absolute by pressing F4. Then criteria 1. I will select this. Then criteria range 2. I will select this and make it absolute by pressing F4. Then comma, then criteria 2. I will select this, make column absolute. Okay, done. It is showing there is a problem. I say there will be a problem because it is showing, are you okay? There is no employee. There is no employee, no salary. Why you are asking for the average? Actually, as I'm using the function, it is showing that it is error. But where there is the problem, there is solution. Your friend is here. So get ready. Here is the solution. If arrow, bracket open, and go to the previous go to the end of the function, which is at the meet, and at the last I went comma, then invited comma. Then that means I have written something inside invited comma. Actually I did not write anything here. I said blank. If I hit it, then it is showing blank. I will drag it. Now it is not showing it. You can write anything. If you can write, are you okay? Are you okay? Then if there is any problem, it will show you. Then are you okay? Actually this is just, but if it is okay, it will not show you anything. Okay, so I will not write anything. I will remove it. Then now see the magic. If I copy this, then copy this here, then it will show you the executive salary and senior executive salary, because I did not make this absolute. I made only column absolute, not row absolute. That's why once I copied this, all the data came here. Now the total salary is total salary of all the employees is 40,000 40 lakh 19,000. Now if we calculate the sum, we can check whether it is matching or not. Yes, it is matching. 40,000 1900. So hope you understand the video. If you have any confusion and if you don't understand the video, I will recommend you check it and watch it several times. And still if you have any confusion, your friend is ready to make your work smoother. Just let me know. I will try to give you the solution what I think the best and I'm not the best, but I will try to give you the best solution